Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jay here and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Alpha 19 is day number 54. We're about 8 weeks into the series now and I'm still absolutely loving playing this game. And at the moment we are currently working on our latest and greatest creation for Horde Night. This is going to be the base for the day 56 Horde. And as you can see, it is starting to come together. All of the bars are in place around the outside and on the second layer now. Now we just need to finish the bars on the third and final layer. We're going to get a door put in there as well, just in case we do get a few extra crazies getting through. In fact, you know what? We've never put doors on a base before. Screw it, we ain't putting a door on this one. I've just decided this second. The test one that I've done has doors on it. I've changed my mind. We ain't going with no doors. The rest of this still needs to be dug up because, as you know, it wouldn't be a J build if we didn't dig up the entire floor and replace it with something that looks a little bit nicer. And obviously the barbed wire traps and the blade traps and everything still need to be placed. So there's lots of work to be done, but we're actually making some really good progress. So I spent the time between the last episode and this one harvesting some more iron and obviously crafting more bars and basically making sure that all the concrete has been laid. So all the concrete parts are now done. The iron bars are nearly done. And then obviously the barbed wire we had laying over from a previous Horde Night, which is fantastic. We do have a few blade traps kicking around somewhere too. So a lot of the legwork, due to our grind that we've been doing between episodes, is actually already done. And maybe one day soon we'll get the bars around our base finished. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? But plans for today are simple. What we are going to be doing is obviously upgrading the base. But I also wanted to do another job for Jen. Now, as you know, the last job we did wasn't a level 4 because the level 4 jobs all were being the same. I went to go and check again this morning and there was another level 4 job that we've already done. And it is the one for the church. It's the one just in that direction there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that everything is being crafted in here. I'm going to drop off what I don't need. I'm going to run in and do that job really quick. Because to be honest, I don't know how many times we've been through the church now. But I think until we clear it down, it's not going to disappear. And we're not going to be able to progress and do further. So maybe we'll do something a little bit fun with how it looks in the video. But I've got a lot of zombies to kill. I've got a lot of stuff to grind. It's going to be a pretty busy day. Anyway, let me go ahead and drop off some stuff and we'll go and see what happens in the church, shall we? Alright, another church run done. Here's the loot that we got. So we got a couple of books that we didn't know, so the triple pocket mod, which is pretty cool. Another treasures one, which is, what's this for? It is for weaving bandages. Alright, fair enough. That's pretty cool. We got a level 3 chainsaw, which we'll upgrade from the level 2 that we got. And then a bunch of other cool stuff. But main thing is the level 4 job is now done. So I'm going to go and take this stuff over to Jen. Hopefully that will finish the level 4 jobs that we've already done before, and maybe now we can start unlocking better ones. But we are not going to be doing any more jobs today. We've got more building to be done. So anyway, let's head over to Jen's and see what our reward is. Alright, we're back at Jen's place. Another familiar sight. I wonder how many jobs we have done for Jen at this point. Right, what's our reward? Tactical assault rifle level 4. Definitely take that. That'll come in handy. Jobs wise, what have you got? Level 4, which is
need someone to handle the tough jobs.
the skyscraper. Right. You know what? We'll do that another day. That's fine. Right. I'm going to drop some stuff off here at Jen, and then we'll head back to the Horde base and get some building done. Alright, so it's now 6 o'clock in the evening, so we've still got lots of work to be done for today. But what I'm thinking is we need to get the rest of these bars placed that we've got on us, and then we also need to dig out a bit of a hole. So let's get the bars placed first. So the entire first 2 layers are done, which is awesome. And how many bars have I actually got on me? 76. Do you reckon this will be enough to do the whole thing? It may be, you know, it might not be too bad. It's 6, so it's going to be 12 in these 2 sections. Maybe. Let's have a look. Damn it. Too short. Never mind. We've got a bunch more being crafted, so we'll get the final 2 placed, and obviously whatever's left we can put around our base. But you know what we need to do now? We need to dig out this entire floor and replace it with wooden frames. So this is going to take me a little while. So do you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done a bit of a time lapse. So why not go ahead and do that now? It is 10 to 7. Let's see how long this takes to get done, shall we? That was just the outside layer, and that has took around about 2, maybe 3 hours in game. These things take a little while once you get going, but once you do find a little rhythm, it's not actually too bad. So I'm going to make sure that the rest of this is dug out, and then obviously we've got a lot of wood frames to place down and a lot of wood frames to upgrade. This is probably going to keep me going all the way through the night. So I'll bring you back on the morning of day 55, and hopefully the majority of this base will be finished by then. "4 AM and we are finally done. Every single layer, the floor has been dug out and replaced by wooden blocks. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I waited about 10 minutes or so to do those final little blocks on camera, but it just adds to that extra little drama of it all, doesn't it? But the whole thing has now been dug out, replaced by wooden blocks, and it did literally take the majority of the night. However, as you can tell, it looks a lot better. I really hope at some point there is something that the game will do about this kind of stuff, because it really bothers me, and it's always been that way. Hence the reason I always put wooden plates down to kind of fill in the rest of the area, because it looks a bit naff otherwise. But I'm very, very happy with the progress that we have made. All the iron bars are done, all the wooden floors are done. All that's left to do now is actually put in the traps. But just to give you a full run through of what it's going to look like, hopefully the zombies will make their way through this empty area, and instead of trying to bash through this wall, they will make their way around. There's going to be blade traps on this corner. The original plan was to have 1 on each corner, but I think I'm just going to put 3 on this corner, and this can be blade trap corner. They will then come around here, whoever's left, and then obviously come through this way, and I will be in the center of here fighting them off. Now, there's no roof on this thing, so birds are obviously going to be an issue. So I'd imagine the majority of my fighting for the night is going to be fighting the birds, or at least that's what I'm hoping. I don't expect too many to make it through, but let's face it, every horde night we've had so far, something like that always happens. But I am genuinely looking forward to this one. I does have a feel about it where I believe I could get more than 1 horde night out of it, but haven't fully committed to that idea yet. But anyway, I'm going to go back to our base. I'm going to drop off some of the materials. We picked up a hell of a lot of clay again. We have more clay than anything else in this game. Maybe Jen will buy a load of it off us at some point, because we honestly have so much clay. I'll even show you when we get back to the base. Actually, we'll make a little trip there now. Originally, my plan was to move all of my storage up into the attic, but I realised that the stuff that I use regularly, it was better off just keeping down below. Someone's been at my gate, I didn't realise that. That needs to be repaired, not a problem. But this is where we keep all of our regular stuff that we use all the time. So in here, you will see that the clay is pretty much full. So we've also got another 20,000 clay on us. However, if we head upstairs, this is where the excess stock is going to be. And that's full of clay as well. So God knows what we're going to use all this for, but hopefully at some point we will find a use for it. But anyway, let me drop the rest of this stuff off, and then we'll get ready and we'll pop in, because I believe at 6 o'clock when Jen opens, it's time for the store to be restocked. So we'll see if she's got anything good for sale. So we've picked up our money, we've picked up a couple of little things that we don't really need anymore just to get rid of, and I've also picked up a few brass items that were in the base that I'm going to take along to our base. But first off, let's check what we can do here. So these are a few things that I don't really need anymore. They were just lying around the base, figured we'd get rid of them. We have got 34,500 casino tokens. That is a ridiculous amount of money. Have you actually got anything that we need though, Jen? So we already know a lot of this stuff. We don't need a pistol, that's fine. What about mods? Don't need any of that. Clothes, we're doing good. Gunpowder, not going to bother for 20. Building stuff, candles, resources. See, that's the thing when you do get to this kind of point in the game where you've got so much money. There isn't really a lot that you need. That's why I tend to spend a lot of the money that we get on stuff like concrete mix, because it just saves time instead of me crafting it all. But it is what it is. It's a good problem to have, but there's nothing really here that I want to buy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a trip to see Trader Bob, because obviously he'll have reset as well. And I'll bring you back when we get there. Maybe he has something that we need. Alright, time to see if Bob has anything interesting for us today. Now, there's a few other traders a bit further out that we haven't been to in a while, and I think what I'm going to do at some point in the next couple of episodes is see what it is I need to make a gyrocopter, because it would be nice to fly over there and see some of the other traders that we don't see very often. Obviously we mainly come to Bob and Jen because they are right there, but it would be nice to get out to the others a little quicker, so maybe that's something we can explore soon. But first off, Bob, got anything interesting for me today, my friend? You've got a book that teaches you how to make dynamite. I will definitely take that. Another book we don't know, Automatic Weapons Volume 3. So that'll help us out massively. Anything else? It's a small tank. I'm still looking for a large tank for our auger, but no joy as of yet. I can never remember if I need to buy a generator bank or not. I think I have one. Something has just caught my eye though, because I'm not sure what it takes to actually craft gyrocopter accessories. If it's going to take a lot of materials, at least we know where we can come and get that. It is expensive, but let's face it, we're doing alright for money, so we might be alright. Maybe that is something that'll save us a bit of materials, but we're not going to buy it just yet. There's nothing else here so far that is catching my eye. Don't really need any ammo. And we'll always take concrete mix because it just comes in handy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want. Not a lot. Fair enough, Bob. I've seen worse. Right, let's read these books. So that's another book that we've completely learned all of the levels for. And let's go and have a quick look at that. So that was the automatic weapons. So we've got all 7 now. So that means each kill boosts your run speed by 20% for 20 seconds. That's interesting. That'll be nice to know. So look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books now that we know all the skills for, and a few others that we're not far off finding. So before long, we're going to know all of these books. The Spear Hunter one is still one that we haven't got a lot of. But let's face it, we don't really use melee anymore. We're way past that. What's Sniper one? Ooh. Once we've found Sniper level 1, we can craft a ghillie suit. Never seen a ghillie suit in this game ever, so that's something that hopefully we can make happen at some point. But anyway, let's get back to the base. Let's get these blade traps put down, and we'll have a little look to see what it's going to look like. And then I can spend the rest of the day putting down all the barbed wire spikes. Alright, so the blade traps have been placed. This is where the 3 blade traps are going to be, on this corner. And I was going to put the generator underground, but then I figured I need to get to it quickly, so I've just put it around here. By the time any zombies get to here, I should be able to take care of them, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But let's go ahead and turn this on, just to give you an idea of what to expect on Horde Night. So, they will obviously come running through here. There's going to be barbed wire along here anyway, and then they'll run into this. I think if I put the barbed wire at the front here, I might not fill the whole thing with barbed wire, because that's a little bit overkill, I think. If I put maybe a few rows of it here, it'll slow them down, which will then get them stuck on the blade traps, and then do a few rows on this side as well, and hopefully the blades will do the majority of the work. But there is lots of potential for problems, and look at this, here comes a few here. So let's see how this turns out, because I'm curious to see if they're going to behave the way I expect them to behave. So let's see if I can get their attention. Don't think I killed that guy, did I? No, I didn't. Right, are they going to try and come straight through, or are they going to go for the bars? This guy they do seem like they're on a set path, to be fair, but look, maybe they are coming for me now. Come on, buddy, I'm over here. What about if I stand over this direction? Yep, this is exactly what I want them to do. So you go through there, and you die straight away. That's nice. I didn't get a lot of XP for that, but I think that's just the way it works with blade traps. There's a few of them that are trying to leave and go around, but obviously when you come across a wandering horde, they do tend to stick to a similar path. So as long as a few of them come this way, it proves that this whole thing is going to be fine. Obviously they're only walking at the minute, so it is what it is. But what got through? What hit me? There's no birds that I can see. How very interesting. Why are you hitting that pole? And who's hitting me? Oh, it's you. Right, okay. Let's see if I can get them to come around this way, because I'm not going to get hit. Oh boy, this is risky, isn't it? This is really dumb. Why am I doing this? This could go horrendously wrong if I fall. Is he seriously crawling under the blades? How is that a thing? Anyway, that is enough for messing around with zombies, and that is also all I've got time for today. So, lots of progress has been done. The floor's all been replaced. The zombies have been used as test subjects. I'm a little confused as to how one managed to crawl under the blade traps. That could potentially be an issue, but we'll worry about that on Horde Night, which of course is the next episode. So hopefully I will see you for Horde Night. I have a feeling that this is going to be a fun one. Let me know if you think this trap is going to work. Let me know if you think I'm going to experience any major problems. Obviously it's going to be too late for me to make any changes, but still, it's always nice when people give you advice for future hordes. But anyway, if you have liked it, go ahead, leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so, and also share the video with your friends, and I will see you on Horde Night. Take care.